Robson. Robson and Joshua, you have a lot of experience with both MMM and experimentation. One of the popular questions that we get from prospective clients is that, can we establish some kind of synergy between MMM and experimentation? So what we normally tell them is that, okay, you build your MMM first, and then you can use those results to inform your experimentation. And of course, there are budgetary constraints, right? You can't keep doing MMM, every week, every month. You can technically do it, but because of budgetary reasons, people don't do it. So you kind of get into a situation where you have radio silence, but you want to fill that radio silence by doing experimentation and having a constant signal. What do you think can be done? How experimentation and MM can come together and give you a synergistic effect? Joshua, you can go first.
Well, I know that everyone here is an expert, so I don't want to double down, on what experimentation provides to the MMM, but of course, the main thing is that it provides casual priors to refine the MMM for sure. But I would like to, I like to use an analogy. The MMM is like the map. You are going to do a new trip, and the map is the MMM. But the experimentations and the different experiments are the GPS. So you can have the best map ever, but if imagine, in India or Mexico or Sao Paulo, it doesn't matter, but crazy cities, in all those countries. Imagine that you have a beautiful map, but you don't use a GPS every day when you want to go to point A to point B. It's going to be crazy, even if you have the best map ever. So that's my analogy. Of course, you need to have the map, because if you don't have the map, you don't know where you go. But in the other hand, you need the GPS to find the best route every day.
That's an excellent analogy. So GPS kind of, tells you whether you're headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah, Robson, you can go next.
Well, I love this analogy, and I'm going to steal it when I need to explain. Of course, if I remember, I'm going to give credit. But agreed, completely agreed. I know that some MMM experts may not agree with me, but I believe that it's a loop. It's not like one tool helps the other and that's it. The other also helps the first one. I believe that MMMs may help you create hypotheses that you can test with experimentation. For instance, my own channel's communication is not performing as my prior belief. So let me see in a tactical level whether it's a question of wording, copy, the audience that I'm approaching. But the other way, as also I mentioned, works as well. So there are some MMM approaches that allow me to say, hey, the ground truth obtained through experimentation says that the parameter should be between those two values. So I'm going to impose this restriction in the optimization of the MMM. So the MMM don't say that my budget allocation should exceed this band. So I think those two things complement each other, like help each other out, in the terms that one is an eagle-eye view and the other one is like a magnifying glass view. And I know also that people are really passionate about each two and they might disagree with me. I'm open to being educated, just connect on LinkedIn and share materials. I'm always reading, for instance, Venkat's materials on MMM, on different so on.
Yeah, great point, Saul.